Oh, prelude is us. Okay.
Purple. I got Greetings and welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Church of Las Cruces. We welcome those of you who are in our sanctuary this morning and those of you who are joining us online. It's a joy to be together in worship. I am the Reverend Ali Casey Bell, and I am the minister of this incredible congregation. My pronouns are he, or my title, Reverend, and my last name, Bell. I am a short and sturdy, Black, neurodiverse, transgender man. I have black and gray hair that is shaved on both sides and a coily, curly down the middle. I'm wearing a light blue shirt, a button-down shirt, and dark blue pants with a blue and blue and blue bow tie. All the shades of blue. And my stole is one of my ordination stoles that my family got for me, and it has the Adinkra symbol for my middle name on it, which is Kuji Chagalia, and tuxedos and all sorts of things. You should look at it after service. As we gather this morning, we honor Hispanic Heritage Month, which is September 15th through October 15th. It's a time to celebrate the rich histories, resilience, creativity, and wisdom of Hispanic and Latine communities. Their cultures, stories, and ongoing struggles for justice shape our world and our faith. May our worship today, guided by the words of Latine and Latina UU ministers and other Hispanic voices, embody a spirit of dignity and belonging. A warm welcome to all of our guests. Whether this is your first time or your 100th time, you are a part of this beloved community. Whoever you are, wherever you are from, whomever you love, whatever your life circumstances, your gender identity, sexual orientation, disability, documentation status, or spiritual path, you fit in here. You belong here. Amen. Your story matters, and your presence is a gift.
I'm Sakonarak, your service associate. My pronouns are he or him. I'm an inquisitive, older, somewhat squat, kindly, half-Thai, musically inclined man. Visually, I am, as usual, purposely but respectfully wearing a comfortable, casual shirt and pants. New visitors, if you're new or still finding your way, we'd love to connect. Online friends, say hello to Mike in the chat. If you're here in person, feel free to raise your hand so we can bring the mic to you. We'd love to know your name, from where you're joining us. I'm going to bring the mic around. Do we have any visitors? Hi. Go ahead and stand up if you'd like.
Oh, I don't care to. Hi, my name's Leslie, and I'm visiting from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Hi, Leslie. Did you get a visitor bag? Oh, good. Anybody else? Oh, can't forget the pianist. That's beautiful, by the way.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Hunter. I'm your accompanist today, and I recently moved here to Las Cruces. I'm one of the pianists for LCPS, the school district. So, yeah.
Thank you, Hunter.
This is my husband, Omar. He's here with me today. So, yeah.
Anybody else? Anybody online? Okay. Thank you. We are very pleased that you've joined us today. Please fill out a visitor card either from the lobby or on the back of the seat in front of you and give it to a greeter or send us your email. so we can invite you to other services and activities at the church. And if the greeters accidentally missed you, just giving you a reader bag, please let them know. If you chose not to introduce yourself, but you're curious about our congregation, don't worry. Just fill out a visitor's card to receive those invitations anyway. For answers to any other questions, you can join us in the lobby by the pamphlet rack right after the service. If you're interested in becoming a member, please reach out to Reverend Ali Casey Bell at minister@uuclc.org. I'm sorry, UUCLC, no, UUChurchlc.org. Okay, let me get this better. As we enter into this time of worship, lean into the joy, music, and movement of this multi-generational space. Now, in the spirit of love and connection, let's take a moment to turn to your neighbor and share a warm greeting.
How are you? Today we'll have a responsive invocation. Your response will be up on the screen, and it should be fun. Let's try. All that we are, together and individually, is part of the abundance of the universe. We are made of stars. We are made of earth. All that we have come from comes from the earth, from the labor of those in our communities. We are surrounded by blessing, by grace, and by possibilities. We are reflected in every other human being. We respect and honor one another's differences. We celebrate our interbeing with abundance and the practice of generosity. Come, let us
Buenos días. Buen día. Bom dia. Welcome. In honor of Hispanic Heritage Month, I'll do that every week. My name is Eric Ramirez. I am the music director of the church. And today, my pronouns are he, him, and él, or you can just call me Eric. Today, I am wearing a plaid-ish dark blue shirt and light-colored khakis. I am a 5'9" Puerto Rican gay man with graying black hair that's shaved on the sides. I'm trying to keep up with Rev Ali. My stole today was designed by Shane's grandmother, and it's multicolored with various colored splotches of color on it. And this morning, our gathering hymn is the song Sanctuary with Unitarian Universalist words to it. So would you rise in body or spirit with me as we sing Sanctuary? Make us each made holy and loved right through. With thanksgiving, we are a living sanctuary anew. One more time. Make us aware we are sanctuary, each made holy and loved right through. With thanksgiving, we are a living sanctuary anew. One more time. Make us aware we are sanctuary, each made holy and loved right through. With thanksgiving, we are a living sanctuary anew.
Titled Remembering Our Unity by Katie Romano Griffin. In our Unitarian Universalist tradition, we light a chalice as a symbol of our shared faith and community. As Kathy lights our chalice here in the sanctuary, we invite those joining us online to share in the chat where you are lighting yours. Please rise in body or spirit and join me in the chalice lighting words. Did I do that wrong?
It does. Okay, so you say that first, and then we'll repeat after you. Repeat after me. Just say repeat after me.
Repeat after me. May the flame of this chalice, the symbol of our faith, connect us to all who come before us.
May the flame of this chalice, the symbol of our faith, connect us to all who come before us.
All who are with us, in body and spirit, and all who are yet to come into being, may it serve as a reminder of our unity. And connection across all time and space.
Please remain standing for the affirmation of covenant and doxology.
Oh my goodness gracious. Please, Roddy, you already rose, okay. Okay, we're going to do the church's affirmation of covenant, and then we're going to sing the doxology in English and Spanish. Love is the doctrine of this church. The quest of truth is our sacrament, and service is our prayer. To dwell together in peace, to seek knowledge and freedom, to serve others in community, to the end that all souls shall grow into harmony with creation. Thus do we covenant with one another.
I know that I'm not Kelly. Kelly is our Director of Religious Education, but I'm bringing you our children's or wisdom story today. And you may notice if you look around, I don't believe any of our children are here because they're having a full day of RE where they're making maracas and other things and learning about Hispanic Heritage Month. So this is a story just for you. Let me get myself together here. Okay. Once upon a time, in a valley where rain was scarce and the land was parched, there lived a drop of water named Higgins. But Higgins was not an ordinary drop of water. He was a drop with a dream.
Higgins lived in a valley where it had not rained in a very long time. So all the lovely green grass was turning brown. All the beautiful flowers were wilting, and all the trees were starting to droop.
Higgins had a dream that one day the valley would be a beautiful place again. But what could he do? After all, he was only one drop of water.
One day, Higgins decided to travel and tell others about his dream. All the other drops listened very politely, but no one believed that his dream would come true.
Higgins, said one drop, get your head out of the clouds. You can't spend your whole life dreaming.
Higgins decided that he had to do something to make his dream come true. So he began to think and think and think. One day, as he was walking by a rusty old bucket, he got an idea. If enough of us drops of water got together in this bucket, Higgins thought, there would be enough water to sprinkle on a few flowers to help them grow and become beautiful again.
Eagerly, Higgins told everyone of his great idea, but everyone thought he was being foolish. That Higgins is nothing but a dreamer, they said.
Higgins decided he had to do something to convince the others that he was right. So he said to them, I don't know about you, but I'm getting into the bucket. I hope some of you will join me. Then there might be enough water to help at least some flowers grow beautiful again.
So Higgins ran as hard as he could and hopped in the air and landed with a kerplunk in the bottom of the bucket. And there he sat, just a drop in the bucket.
For a long time, Higgins was very lonely. It seemed like no one else was going to join him. But after a while, some of the other drops could see that the grass was dying. The flowers were wilting. The trees were drooping. They all agreed that something must be done. Suddenly, one drop shouted, "I'm going in the bucket with Higgins." And he leapt through the air and landed, kerplunk, in the bucket.
And then the other drops yelled, "Wait for us, wait for us." And they hopped through the air and landed in the bucket, kerplunk, kerplunk. And then 10 drops jumped through the air into the bucket, then 30, and then 50, and then hundreds of drops came from all around just to hop in the bucket, kerplunk, 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 kerplunk.
Soon the bucket was completely full of water, but there were still more drops that wanted to join. So they found another bucket and hopped in. Before long, there were 2 buckets of water, then 3, then 5, then 10, and then hundreds, then thousands of buckets of water. You're gonna have to have a whole.
They all flowed together. All along came a powerful breeze that blew over all the buckets, and all the water flowed together to make a mighty, mighty river.
Everywhere the water flowed, the grass turned green again, the flowers bloomed, and the trees stood tall and straight once more. As the water flowed and rejuvenated the land, it carried with it a message of hope and resilience. For in the journey towards building a beloved community, every drop, no matter how small, plays a vital role.
This happened because Higgins dared to dream, and his dream became a reality. He understood that although he was just a drop in the bucket, when enough drops come together, they create a bucket full.
And when there are enough buckets, propelled by the winds of change, abundance flows, and the community thrives once more.
So you all walked in, and there was a little drop on your seat, right? Let's hold up our drops of water. And as we prepare to sing our children's song in their memory of being here today, I want you to hold on to your droplet and consider, how can you make our valley here at the UU Church of Las Cruces to be a place that is thriving and abundant?
We will now sing our children's blessing. The children may well, they're already out of here. They sing the song through. We'll do it twice anyway. As we enter this quiet moment together, I invite you to pause and take a steady, gentle breath in and out. Let your breath anchor you here and now in this circle of care. This is a time to honor the fullness of life, the joys that lift our hearts, the sorrows that weigh heavily, the questions we carry quietly inside. Whatever you bring this morning, know this: you are not alone. You are held here. In the wider world, we hold those who journey through grief and uncertainty, federal workers facing job loss and instability, immigrants seeking safety, trans and non-binary beloveds, women and people of color, those living with illness or disability, and those confronting injustice. We hold up all who live under the shadows of war and violence. May peace, however fragile, find a way. We honor their courage. We carry them in love. In our congregational community, we invite you to share what is on your heart, understanding that this time is set aside for us to share our joys, sorrows, and milestones, not our announcements or political ideology. Are there any joys, sorrows, or milestones among us this morning? You're invited to raise your hand while I bring the mic to you, or come forward and speak your words aloud, placing a stone in the water as you do. Or, if you prefer, you may take a stone in silence, and as you release it into the water, let it carry the joy, sorrow, or milestone you hold today. May the ripples remind us what we carry is never ours alone. You are now welcome to come forward or have the microphone brought to you.
Good morning, everyone. Last week, we heard that we had a former choir member who passed away. His name was Dick Bagby, if you remember him. And I guess it's a joy and a sorrow. We are sorrowful for his passing, but we are joyful in his memory. To his family, if they are watching, and to those that remember him, we sing today in his memory and uplifting what he was and what he is to this community. Thank you. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Gail Trantham, and I have a joy, and I have a milestone to share. And my joy is that my good friend Kathy Carver is here with me today. So my milestone is that I had the privilege of spending June Miller's 97th birthday with her this past Thursday. We spent several hours together. She asked about many members of the church. She could not remember your name, but she could describe you to detail. One of them was the gentleman with the bald head who was a retired pediatrician. So we know who that is. June and Jim were members of this church for a long time. June was the sassy one, and Jim was the subdued one. But she is doing well. She still lives independently at the foot of the Oregon Mountains. She has a personal Uber driver and some home care, but she's still very much with us. So if you get a chance, drop her a card. Her name is in the church directory, her address. Phone calls, she may not hear you because she forgets to put her hearing aid in. So if you were so inclined, please get in touch with her. Thank you.
Oh, it's nice to know she's still there.
Good morning, church. Thank you very much. My name is Pamela Daves, and while I was gone, I celebrated my 66th wedding anniversary.
Hello, my name's Stephanie Hart-Holtz. This is my husband, Reed. We put an offer in on a house this week that was accepted. So that's exciting. And then another joy is we are big NHL fans, and preseason starts today.
Well, hi, my name is Allison Clare, and we brought the mood up, so now I'm going to bum everybody out. Just a little bit. I have two sorrows today. One of them is a very local one, which is on Friday we did lose the fight a little bit on terms of Project Jupiter and the water usage fight there, as that has passed through the County Commission 4-1. Also on Friday, there was an article that came out that two national security officials had leaked to a journalist that the FBI now plans to label trans people as quote, nihilistic violent extremists, which is essentially a fun way to say that they're going to call us terrorists for being trans. Yeah, so hold your trans friends and loved ones in your hearts, and make sure to check on them.
We've got you. We've got you. Okay?
Hi, I'm Steve Hitchcock. I wanted to share with you all what I noticed last night at the closing of the party. I know it was a success. I didn't have to do any studies or get surveys or what have you. What I had were two-year-olds who went out kicking and screaming because they did not want to leave.
Carol Cassavant, and I noticed not here today is Danny and Deborah. They are? Okay, I want everybody to rise and clap your hands for the work they did.
I'm Jenny Herrick, and I spent the week with my son and daughter-in-law in Colorado. They live in Boulder, but we spent a long weekend at Steamboat Springs, which is up in the mountains as a ski area. I'd never been there. My daughter-in-law's family, my parents have a timeshare, so we got to stay there free. And they went mountain biking, and I went hiking. And then we went back to their house in Boulder, and I spent the rest of the time there.
Tomorrow at 12:20 local time is our autumn equinox. So please just be aware of the change of seasons and look forward to what's coming up.
I have one joy. You know these little drops you had? There were like 117 of them. I have a joy that I have a wife who's willing to cut 117 drops. Thank you.
As we close, I offer this final stone for all the unspoken prayers that live in our hearts, joys and sorrows, griefs, milestones, and gratitudes held tenderly by this community.
Join me in the spirit of prayer, meditation, or intention. Spirit of life and justice, we offer our prayers for this world, for those living under the terror of annihilation at the hands of government that despises them, and for those whose bodies carry the memory of violence across generations. We hold the parents who sent their children to school expecting safety and received violence in return. We hold the children drilled to take cover, to shelter, to find any space that keeps them from gunfire. As we watch a nation slip into half-truths and reconstructed histories, we remember the history that has shaped us. This country was founded on genocide, built on chattel slavery, secured on stolen land, and enriched by the dehumanization of Black, Indigenous, brown, female, diverse, and poor communities. We seek a way forward that refuses the lullaby of white supremacy and commits to the work of beloved community and collective liberation. Root us again in our shared values. Let them guide us to support, sustain, and grow this sanctuary for today, for tomorrow, and for the next 70 years. May the words of my mouth and the meditation of our hearts call forth the future we hold as a beacon against the coming tide. Amen, Ashe, and blessed be.
Good morning. I'm Charlie Scholes, Chair of the Pledge 2026 Here's to the Next 70 Committee. I'm a white male of above average height, below average weight, with receding white hair, whose pronouns are he and him. Today I'm wearing a white shirt and dark pants and expensive running shoes, even though I don't run anymore. What can I say? Before I talk about our pledge kickoff, I want to introduce the pledge team. Gentlemen and ladies, would you come up here, please? These are the people who have put the pledge together, and they've been a wonderful team, a bunch of hard workers. I'll identify them by name. This is Jack Welch. There's Ed Long, Linda Rashala, Andrea Dominguez. Jan Thompson is hiding there. It's not easy being short, you know. There's the great Danny Hawkins. The power plant of the celebration yesterday. Yes. And our anchor is Shirley Davis. Thank you, folks. I want to tell you about our logo. Whoops, it just disappeared. Let's go back to the little, thank you, Mike. This is the logo. It was designed by a woman named Damaris Mateo, who's a friend of Andrea's, and she's in El Paso. She's a graphic designer. And when we were thinking of a slogan, we were kicking this around in one of the early meetings. And Jan Thompson said, well, since it's our 70th anniversary, why don't we say, here's to the next 70? And we all went, oh my God, of course, that's perfect. So there we are. Pledge 2026, here's to the next 70. Next slide. I like to tell people this is the most important pledge campaign we've ever had. And some of you old-timers will say, well, gee, you know, it seems to me that when we bought this property, that was an important campaign. Or when we hired our first full-time minister, that was an important pledge campaign. Yes, I understand that. But the reason this is more important, as we'll get into it in a moment, is because we are at what we call a tipping point. And in fact, our country appears to be at a tipping point right now. And it seems to me that as Unitarian Universalists, what we have to do is work toward a future, which is why we use that slogan, here's to the next 70, work toward a future that will help and give hope to other people. And I really think we're poised to do that. I believe we're on the cusp of a great spiritual awakening. And it's going to be something that will be contrary to what the so-called Christian nationalists talk about. That's not what we're thinking here. What we're thinking about is a spiritual awakening which will bring people together who have a common purpose and can serve and work with one another. And in that case, our potential for success here is enormous. We're a beacon of hope in our community. We practice freedom of religion. We promote freedom of thought. And we are accepting of diversity. All right. And most importantly, we act on it. We don't just talk about it. This isn't just a slogan with us. This is part of who we are. And that's what attracts people to us, and that's what gives us our strength. So, our pledge campaign is not just a campaign to keep us afloat. Before we started this one, a member of this congregation said to me, you know, there are some people who wouldn't pledge last year because they felt that all we were doing was, you know, filling a void. We were paying our expenses and, you know, paying our staff. Well, we have to do that, obviously. We have to keep the place running, you know. We have to pay the bills. Yes, that's an important part. But what's really more important is what we're planning to do for the future. And that's why this pledge campaign is so important, because it's a way for us to get to the future. We're going in new directions right now. We have a new minister, we have a new music director, we have new members seemingly joining every week. And so as part of this congregation, your pledge will show and demonstrate your commitment to this congregation. Now, if you look at the back of the chair in front of you, you'll see a pledge card. And when you came in this morning, you probably got with the order of service, you received a brochure which gives you a brief history of our congregation. What I'd like you to do today is think about your commitment to this congregation. And when you've thought about that, take the pledge card and fill out the amount that you'd like to pledge for the year 2026. And remember, when you're pledging, you're not just giving to the church, you're giving to yourself, because you are part of this church. Now, you can turn in your pledge card at the pledge table. Andrea Dominguez will be back there after the service, and it's marked with the little poster, well, our logo, okay? So when you do that, you can just put your pledges in the box, or if you have problems filling out the card, Andre will help you. Thank you for helping kick off this most important pledge campaign. Please give generously. Thank you.
And a natural follow. is the sharing of gifts. As we gather in this sacred space, we are invited to invest in our church's mission and shared life. The offering we take today and every Sunday is more than financial support. It's a reflection of our commitment to this community and the values we strive to live out. Just love, justice, welcome, and care. Our church depends on each of us. Your generosity sustains our worship, programs, partnerships, and our ability to grow in faith and service. Whether you make a one-time gift, support today's Change for Change partner, or fulfill your annual pledge, every contribution helps strengthen our community and extend our reach. This quarter, our Change for Change partner is KTAL LP Community Radio, whose work since 2017 has brought diverse music, culture, education, and local issues to the airwaves. Learn more at, here we go, lccommunityradio.org. Through this partnership, we carry our values beyond these walls. You can give online, by mail, or by placing your gift in the basket. Every gift matters, and every gift makes a difference, makes every drop, right? The offering will now be given and gratefully received.
Enjoyed Hunter's playing today. I am slowly trying to convince him to come. Okay. There are some things that we have to work out. But I do think of the ministries of the church and everything that we do. I mean, Danny was remarkable with how he planned for yesterday and asking all of us that did the little things that came to come in, to make it so that people just came and sat and without any question or any concern about what was going on. And that's really, really hard to do. Our anthem today is about that, about everything that is within this church. I have been encouraged by, and I've said it before, by how we work together for everything, how I can approach any of you if there were a need or a concern or a criticism. I know that I will be supported. The choir is fantastically critical of me, and and I greatly appreciate it because it's not done to chop my legs off or anything like that. It's always done in support of the congregation and in support of me as the director of music. And this song, Reveille, I don't remember. What conference is it that you sing this song at?
I'm going to talk about it in my sermon.
Oh, okay. Okay. Revali will talk about it in his homily. But this is, I want you to listen to the words. I need you to survive and what that means for this church.
Thank you, choir. That was so beautiful. Thank you so much. I don't know about anyone else, but I feel a little weepy. I'm trying to hold it together. I pray for you. You pray for me. I love you. I need you to survive. Friends, belonging doesn't just happen. It is built brick by brick, promise by promise, dollar by dollar, drop by drop. I'll begin my sermon with the words of my colleague, UU minister and poet, Reverend Julian Jamaica Soto, who writes in their poem, "Everything is still on fire." Everything is still on fire, despite your best efforts. In addition to living, it is clear that fire or not, you must level up in what it means to thrive. Right now, that means wrestling with the truth in the fact that everything is not your fault. I'm sorry that everything is still on fire. Once hate catches, the winds of not my problem blow, and the blaze is hard to stop. Not yet is, but hard is not impossible, and not yet is different than never. You in community have an answer. You have a response to systems of power and control and to the cost of suffering. You and your community together are the answer. You are not only a people of flame, but also a people of cold, clear truth. You know both where you fall short and where you flourish and where you still reach. Everything is still on fire, but all is not lost. You remain more nimble than steadfast, more unshakable than swayed by the latest rage. You are here to put out the ravenous flames and heal the world. Enough is enough. Julian is right. If you've been paying attention figuratively and in some places literally, it is all burning. The earth, our democracy, our trust in one another. But Julian also reminds us hard is not impossible, not yet is different than never, and what makes the difference between not yet and never is community. That truth brings me back to my own story. When I was a young adult, I looked around at my UU congregation and thought, I must be the poorest person here. I was still in school, working hard just to get by. I had no real money to give. And I wondered, what difference might my little pledge even make? Then my eyes landed on the chalice. It was not one of those big brass polished affairs. It was an oil lamp chalice, simple and steady, always lit at the start of the worship. And I thought, that's it. My pledge can keep the oil in the chalice. So I gave $20 a month. It was hard. There were things I went without, but every time I walked into my congregation, I felt proud. Proud because I was living my values, proud because I knew I was helping something I believed in grow stronger. My $20 kept the flame alive, and that was enough to show me what stewardship really meant. Now, here's the wider pictures. Studies from the Pew Research show that Unitarian Universalists are among the most educated and highest economic faith groups in this country. That part is true, but there's another side to the story. According to the UUA's most recent 2024 certification report, while the average pledge has grown just over $2,000 a year, just in case you didn't do the math, that's less than $200 a month. A 43% increase over the past decade, the number of pledging households has fallen by nearly a quarter. In other words, fewer of us are carrying more of the load. And even with rising pledge amounts, UUs as a whole still give a smaller percentage of income to their congregations than almost any other faith tradition. So when we say UUs are wealthy but give less, it's not just a saying, it's born in our own data. And that reality makes Timothy Snyder's warning on tyranny feel even sharper. He writes in his book on tyranny, "It is institutions that help us preserve democracy. They need our help as well. Institutions do not protect themselves. They fall one after the other unless each is defended from the beginning. So choose an institution you care about and take its side." The congregation is that institution, and it needs you to take its side, not only with conviction, but with concrete support. I learned this again when I was attending what Eric was talking about, Finding Our Way Home, the annual retreat for UU religious professionals of color. I remember walking into a room full of people I didn't know, people who understood something about my journey, all of us singing to each other, "I need you to survive." In that moment, I realized it wasn't just enough to receive the gift of being there. We needed each other to survive. I needed to contribute so others could be there too. So I volunteered, I signed up, and when I had the resources, I paid more so that someone else could pay less. Was it uncomfortable? Yeah, it was. But the reward was this: the next year, everyone was able to gather. Everyone needed everyone to survive, and our survival, our selective survival, collective survival, depended on it. And that's what interdependence means. We give more when we can, and we give when it requires sacrifice, because our survival depends on each other. Each of us needs each of us to survive. And let me be clear, not everyone can financially support us, and that is okay. There are seasons in life when money simply isn't possible, but also we give with our time and our talents. Every hour offered, every skill shared, every act of service is a part of keeping this community alive. Just yesterday, at our 70th anniversary celebration, I saw what that meant. It looked like the work of many capable hands, people setting up, welcoming, drumming, cleaning, playing. It was the picture of what this congregation can do when all of us bring what we have. The more volunteers we have, the less burnout there is, the more we can do. Every gift, whether time, talent, or treasure, helps keep the flame alive. And beloveds, I don't want us only to survive. I want us to thrive. Who wants to thrive? To build a space where more people can find us through our programs, our outreach, our religious education, our music, to be known in the city not only for our history, but for our living witness. And for that to happen, we need to just stop surfing on the generosity of others and start giving in ways that make thriving possible, because everything may still be on fire, but here in community, we are not powerless. Here, we can say with our lives and our pledges, I need you to survive. You need me to survive. Together, we can keep the oil in the chalice, and together, we can keep the flame alive. So today, you found your little small paper water drops at your seat. I want you to take them with you. Let it remind you of Higgins, the drop with a dream, one small drop that helped make the valley green. And ask yourself, how will I, this year, keep this valley green? Will you give your time, your talent, your pledge? Because together, drop by drop, gift by gift, we can put out the fires of despair. We can keep this flame alive, and we can build a new way, not just belonging, but a future where love has the last word. Ashe, amen, and blessed be.
Would you rise and body your spirit with me as you can for our closing hymn, number 1017, Building a New Way.
This place is on fire. I like it. Yeah, where's that? We're on fire, yeah? Okay. Okay, here we go. I don't have to describe myself good. Here at the UU Church of Las Cruces, our announcements aren't just updates. They're invitations to action and engagement. Each one is a chance to connect, to show up, and to live out our values in real ways. These are opportunities to grow in community, deepen your faith, and make a difference. I'm going to tell you about stuff that's coming up. The new to UU class begins today at 11:30 to 1:30 in the church library, which is over there. If you want to participate but haven't registered, come anyway. We're glad to have you. Newcomer or long-timer, you won't regret it. And it's being led by Reverend Nancy J. Anderson, Minister Emeritus. Next on the hit list here is the Tombaugh Gallery show of figurative painting and spiritual stone carvings by Mary Beagle, with custom framing by Mary's husband, David. Nice work, David. This will continue into October. The gallery is open from 10 o'clock till 2 on Fridays and Saturdays, and from 11 o'clock until 2 o'clock on Sundays. I don't know if you know about this, but we have a little free library. It's out there someplace, isn't it? Yep. No committee and no committee meetings. I like that. The little free library could use more volunteers to add materials, I'm guessing books, and check to see if it needs attention. There's also a box in the church library with books that can be added when needed. For more information, or if you're interested, contact Dave Brown or Gillian Lang. Did I say that right? Jillian. Thank you. Thank you. Roundtable returns on September 22nd. There's some roundtable enthusiasm right behind me. Join us for the return of roundtable programs on the 2nd and the 4th. Mondays at 6:30 p.m. in the library, and Zoom is available. First up is Bill McCartney on the 22nd. Did I say something wrong? Yeah. Bill McCamley? Camley? I get it right eventually. And they're going to be presenting Project 2025 MAGA Game Plan, Where You Lose. He'll break down the 900-plus page plan to dismantle Social Security, Medicaid, Head Start, and women's rights. Concert series kickoff, Jennings and Keller on the 27th. Join us, more enthusiasm, I like it. Join us Saturday, the 27th at 6 p.m. The door is open, I guess, at 5:30. In the sanctuary, we kick off the 25-26 concert series with Jennings and Keller, Songs of Hope and Change. $20 suggested donation, all are welcome. Bring a friend, enjoy music and community. Show your pride, especially now, very important. Las Cruces Pride, October 4th. I plan on going. Please join the fun on October 4th at the Las Cruces Pride. It doesn't say where. Oh, visit our booth at UUCLC, booth number 28 on the plaza. Wear your colorful shirts, like I didn't, and help greet visitors and brochures, with brochures and rainbow tattoos. On March the 4th, the parade behind our banner, Short Route, whatever that means. Sign up. Oh, okay, so it's a short route. Okay, I got it. Sign up September 7th, 14th, or 21st after the Sunday service for the booth, parade, or both. And the last but not least, Tents to Rents. The UU Church of Las Cruces is again sponsoring Tents for Rents, aiding homeless neighbors at Camp Hope. In 2022, 2023, through 2023, 266 lived at Camp Hope and 68 transitioned into stable housing. That's impressive. Funds help cover rent, deposits, supplies, facilities, and case management. Donate by check. Put in the memo, Tents for Rents, to the UU Church Las Cruces or by credit card via the Give button on the church website under Social Justice. Thank you for your attention.
As the Reverend Dr. Sophia Bentoncourt reminds us, there is nothing which exists alone. All things exist in interdependence and interconnection. Held by holy love as we pledge toward the next 70 years, we shape the future. Choice by faithful choice. So welcome widens and justice deepens and courage grows. May those who come after us be nourished by what we set in motion today. May peace and power accompany you. Amen, Ashe, and blessed be.
Please join me in saying the words to extinguish the flame. The words are on the screen. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again.